Hey friends, I sure did miss y'all. You know what we haven't done in a long time? Besides talk, we haven't had a garden tour. Won't you come along with me and we can see what has changed, what's different, what's new, what's amazing. But first, I know we want to see our friends, the chickens. Hello, gentleman, lady. And there's the other one back there in the coop. She minding her business. So y'all say hello. Oh, now you quiet. All right, that's cool. Well, guess who got silent all of a sudden? Those people. But anyway, let's check the greenhouse. I'm gonna unzip it because you all deserve to see live and direct. Okay. First of all, don't judge my soil situation because I'm a soil junkie and I'm a fertilizer junkie. Oh yeah, and maybe pots too. Okay, anyway, that's not your business. But look, told you we keep soil mixed in the more fertilizer. Soil mixed in here. So when we need it, be ready. So over there, I don't know if y'all can see that. There's some lettuce growing underneath some kale. This is broccoli. There's some rutabaga here. First of all, I need y'all to see the size of these leaves. These rutabaga leaves. This is my hand, y'all. This is my hand on rutabaga. Any questions? So, I'm literally just on the other side of them trying to talk. Oh, okay. So anyway, this is the giant Sapporo cabbage. Again, my hand for scale. This cabbage is a monster. It's actually two of them right here. So it's two of them right there. But this is, let me step back so you can get a better view. That's what's growing in the greenhouse, and it's absolutely amazing. Especially, see, I'm blown away. So I do keep this zipped up. If you notice, I have very few holes in my cabbages and the rest of my brassicas because I keep it zipped up. See, it's zipped up, the screen part, because I don't want any of those cabbage moths in there. So we don't have a caterpillar problem at all in there. It's everything in there is just completely pristine. So let's get out into the yard. Oops, sorry. Let's get into the yard and see what we got going on. So it's almost fall, but listen, these coleus, this begonia, these geraniums hanging on for dear life. I planted some stuff out today. Oh, look, y'all. The rest of my starts, I could not bear to let them go. So I shared some collard greens with my neighbor. I shared some other stuff with my other neighbor beside me. And then this is what I had left. It's two cabbages, some Swiss chard, some collards, and some kale. Even got some new bags. Them black and white bags is fire. Lord. Here's some lilies. I'm going to go ahead and dig them up, take them bulbs out. And then Mr. Big Daddy, the giver of gifts, the doer of great things, got me two new green stalks during the recent sale. They were buy one, get one free for the 3-tier. And they came yesterday. So we filled up one last night, and I just filled up the other one a little while ago. So I planted this one out. It's got spinach in it and lettuce. This was a Forellenschluss lettuce. They'll stand back up because I watered it. So, you know how lettuce do when you water it. Just lay down. And you all may notice something missing. What's missing? What's missing? Quick, quick, quick. The boysenberry bush. Yep, we cut it down to the ground. This is how we cut it down in March. And y'all know how y'all saw it recently. Just giant. So anyway, put soil in this one. But I didn't put any starts in it yet. I've got some more lettuce that I could put in there, but I didn't do it yet. I'll do that eventually. Over here, we have 5 blueberry bushes. So the pink buckets are the southern high bush. And y'all, they're covered in new growth. Do y'all see the new growth? The 2 black buckets, we moved these 2 up to the 15-gallon pots because I mean, they're over 4 feet tall. This is the powder blue, and the one in the back. Let me fix my camera. Oh, got a gangster lane. The one in the back is the bright wheel. So they are rather big. Super excited to see what spring is going to bring us because these are looking very good right now. So back to, oh, look y'all. Did I tell you I'm switching to only native perennials? These blanket flowers got me by a chokehold. So these blanket flowers, these are native perennials. Some perennial grass, and I forget the name of it. And you know, my Dusty Millers, they still back there holding on. Everything else, decided the party was over, but that's fine. So my first green stalk right here. Look at the rosemary, y'all. I'm supposed to be harvesting, so I'm gonna take it in the house. Then this is another lily. The sage. We got kale over there. A bok choy. This is bok choy right here, looking good. Celery, Swiss chard. This oregano. Some more lilies right here. They actually bloomed a few days ago. Y'all missed it. I'm sorry. That's a spinach, Swiss chard, collard greens. Let's see what we got popping in here. More spinach. That's collard greens. The kale. Something been eating up this kale, but you know what? They'll grow back. That's thyme. And, oh, I didn't even point out the lettuces in here. So, that's a lettuce. Collards. And then Marvel of Four Seasons lettuce down here. Oh, you broke. I get it. So, that's a lettuce. And that's lettuce. And this is the Loya Rosa. Another Marvel of Four Seasons lettuce. I actually don't like how they own this long stalk, but then when they develop their head, they're gonna be just fine and big, looking great. So I'm not gonna trip about it. That's the Loya Rosa. Did I tell y'all that you can't kill a begonia? I mean it. So anyway, back to the fruit trees. Also, we keeping count. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's filled with spinach, chives, and shallots. We'll get over there eventually. So this is the loquat. And y'all may remember the loquat was looking a little sad for a little bit. But listen, she got it together. More new growth. We have the feijoa trees. And I'm going to have to separate those out soon because there's 3 of them in there. And they're going to need their own space pretty soon because they're putting on a lot of new growth. The fig is over here figging out. But, I mean, I guess our greatest concern is it going to do something before the fall because Big Daddy wants figs. And y'all know he be out here fussing with the fig trees to get to work. So that's the Violetta de Bordeaux. And this is the LSU Gold. So it was super small. We put it in here, but look. Hey, baby fig. Baby leaf. So it's actually grown considerable amount since we took it out that grow bag and put it in this pot and let it stretch its legs. Here's our Awari Satsuma Mandarin. Looking great. I got no complaints. Here's our Santa Rosa Plum. Yeah, I gotta go all the way up there so y'all can see her top. Please listen. She big. Here's our Maya Lemon that we got from our local nursery. Looking amazing. Here's our other Maya Lemon. Y'all, look at this. What in the all the way world? Yes, girl, we got flowers. So, I don't know. I feel like if even to set some fruit right now, it wouldn't hold it because this will be the first flowering and it's almost fall. So, I don't even think I have time for this to fruit for real. There's our Galaxy Peach. Remember, she was looking a little sad for a bit, but listen, she's got new growth coming, and that's not from the graft. That's from the actual stock. So, I'm very excited about that. Let me back up so y'all can see this girl. My Alberta peach. Yeah. She up there trying to scrape the sky. And this is our original fig. And I want to say it was a Chicago Hardy, but I might be wrong. But I thought she was going dormant, but on the tip of all her stems, she's got these green buds. So maybe she's just preparing to go to sleep. for the fall. And look, I'm okay with that because pig actually produced a lot over the fall, so I have no complaints. Oh, before we go into the garden, let's take a look at the front because we've really been working hard out here too to make the front yard look like something. Okay, first of all, don't judge these weeds because I planted this stuff and I didn't weed out yet, so I don't want to hear nobody mouth about these weeds because they're there. And I would love your help. If you want to come on over and help pull some weeds, girl, text me and I'll give you the address. Okay, hold on. So here's my speed well that was in the clearance section at Lowe's, and a piece of that perennial grass. Speed was a perennial, and I definitely bought this home, clipped off the dead stuff, brought it back to life. The mini knockout roses, the Frida Kahlo rose from Jackson Perkins. It bloomed just a few days ago, and there's another mini knockout rose. Yeah, this the weeds. Okay, anyway. And here's the other speed well that I got from Lowe's in the clearance section, and some more of that perennial grass. The perennial grass also in the clearance section at Lowe's. It just looked awful, but listen, you got a green thumb, a green pinky, a green arm, a green hand, a green anything. If your grass green, go ahead and buy it, bring it home, take care of it, bring it back to life. Don't let this stuff that they threw in the clearance section about throw it in the trash. Don't let it happen. Rescue this stuff, especially the perennials, because the people that work in the garden center at Lowe's and Home Depot and all those big box stores, they just get assigned to that position for that day. They very well could have been working in the shoe department the day before, so they don't know anything about plants. Somebody told them to go water, and they go water, and they drown in stuff. They underwater and they overwater, and they're not watering deeply. You know what to do. So go get those things, bring them home, and rescue them. But anyway, let me show you what Big Daddy built. A maple shade tree, and he built a raised bed. This is out in the front yard, y'all, right beside the driveway. So this bed is 4 by 4 by 2 feet deep. So 4 by 4 by 24. And here we have some perennial asters. That's a perennial aster. This is a stone crop. It's a sedum, also a perennial. We have perennial asters here, perennial asters there, and the dusty millies, and then some more of these perennial grasses. Also in this bed, because the dusty millies are going to die, and these little vinca are going to die. So, and it's some, Lord, this little thing, right, this little flower right here. Oh, they're the same thing. So anyway, they're going to die in the fall, in the autumn, at the frost. However, we planted bulbs in here. So my perennials will come back. They're going to die down in the first frost, the first hard frost. And then in the spring, the perennial's going to come back and the bulbs are going to sprout. So super amazing and great. So we will have something growing over here all the time, except for after frost. So front yard, this part makes me so happy when I pull up at home. So we've got some cornflower, my blanket flower. I'm gonna go ahead and deadhead those because you see the new ones coming out. So I'm gonna deadhead these. Stone crop in the back. There was a daisy right there. I deadheaded a few days ago. These mums. Can we say hello to this root back here? Can we? Yes. I need to deadhead this echinacea. Can we say hello? Also, perennial grasses. Yes. Yes, I'll take 70. See, I did head these daisies and they came right back. So it's time for them to get trimmed again. And then more mums and dusty millers. And also, you see where the mulch looks disturbed, you can see a little bit of soil. Because I planted bulbs in here also. So, you know, some of this stuff is going to die. Basically, everything in the front row is going to die except for those things. And then the bulbs will come up. And also, there's bulbs all over here. There's iron cross over there. This thing flowered. Amazing. Coley is still hanging on. Did I tell y'all can't kill a begonia? I think I said it. Okay. Coreopsis looking good. Also, gold marines. My fern looking good. People say they can't keep them alive. I don't know what's their problem. So this is our pink rose. And she was flowering a few days ago. As you see her flowers over there, about to cry. And over here, I planted something that I know I know it's going to complicate my life, and I did it anyway. I planted a calla lily, a canna lily. Okay, if you don't know about canna lilies, they're really pretty, super pretty, but they spread by rhizomes, which is, a rhizome is an underground stem. So what it does is sends them out all over the place, and then next thing you know, you've got canna lilies growing everywhere that you didn't plant them. I'm gonna go ahead and deal with it. I'm okay with the perennials. I'm okay with runners. I'm okay with self-seeding, actually. And I wouldn't say that if I didn't think I would be able to manage it. So while it seems like a daunting task, and I don't think most people would want stuff that's just throwing itself all over the place with no permission, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it permission. Let me close the gate. So, garden. All right. So, good night, Basil. You had your time in the light. So we got the rest of the strawberries and the leeks. These leeks been in here since spring, and honestly, they bulking up, but not enough. Over here we have the China rose radish here and the daikon radish here. I threw a lettuce in there, and I started some sage from seed. So as you see, we got some sage in there too. Here's the, you counting on green stalks? This is 4. So put the strawberries in here. Some of the strawberries did make it. So I threw some spinach in there. We got some curly Scotch kale and some lettuces. But these runners, these strawberries was on the struggle bus when I first put them in here. They did not take the transplant very well. And so we said some strawberry-based prayers, and they came back. So yay. Here we go. We got some rutabaga. These are the cabbages that I had left over. This is where the black-eyed peas were. So, we harvested the black-eyed peas, planted these 4 cabbages. These are the Red Express cabbages. There's some parsley. We had black swallowtail caterpillars on just a few days ago. Rutabaga, broccoli, collard greens, some broccolis, some collards, some Swiss chard, some kale, and a cabbage, and some calendula over there. That's calendula right there in the corner. Basil, good night. Go to bed with the other one. Some flowers that we pulled out of the other green stalk when we switched over to fall. I think these are collards, rutabagas. Something tried to eat my kale, and something tried to eat my rutabaga, but don't worry, we took care of that. And some Japanese mustards. There's Japanese mustard, there's Japanese mustard, and a kohlrabi. Look, y'all. My kohlrabi is kohlrabian. Over here, we have a cabbage in the corner and some collards, a rutabaga here, and some snapdragons. Now these snapdragons getting their life together, but don't worry, I'm gonna show you some more. These nasturtiums, which I just moved over the other day because they are definitely laying on top of these onions, and I would like my onions to get some light. So if you see the onions, and then some celery, and then all these are Brussels sprouts, except right here I had another Red Express. This is where that amaranth was, so I had a Red Express. There's some green onions there, Brussels sprouts, and back here that's a cauliflower. More snapdragons and these marigolds that decided that this is where they want to be. Snapdragons, y'all. Say no more. And so this is, all the beds are just a little bit of everything. It's cabbage and lacinato kale, the red Russian curly kale, Japanese mustards, rutabagas, kohlrabi, sage, vinca. Let me back up because this is the star of the garden for right now. This is the roselle. So if you know anything about roselle, you know we're gonna have some hibiscus as soon as these calyxes form. But as you can see, they're about to start. So probably next month we'll start seeing the flowers. And then after you see the flowers, you got about 10 days before the calyxes form. There's a pot of some thyme and more carrots. I sowed more carrots. They didn't come up. And I sowed more carrots again. And as you can see, we got a lot of germination. So I'm very happy about that. Snapdragon. Are we counting? Yep. Another green stalk. And honey sheet is full. So let me come over here and get past this ginormous thing, my roselle, because listen, we can't even get through. We have to say excuse me to the plant. So this is a little everything. Japanese mustards, Swiss chard, kale, more snapdragon. There's bok choy in here, blanket flower. Let's see, lacinato kale. This is the blanket flower here, which is a perennial. A bok choy. This is full of a lot of stuff. It is so beautiful. It looks super amazing. Another bed. This is a 3x3 bed full of rutabaga, the lacinato kale. I threw a cabbage over there. I know right there in that spot it's not gonna let it get big enough, but if it just becomes a cabbage, I'll be fine. Rutabaga, y'all see that? Do you see this rutabaga over there rooting and bagel? There's another one. The Japanese mustard greens are just super beautiful. We have peas right here growing up this trellis. We have eggplant here. So that's the ping tongue eggplant. Got a new one. And the Rosita eggplant that is still growing. So I'm just leaving those. We got more kohlrabi. Absolutely incredible. Like, how exciting is that? So it's 4 kohlrabi in here, 2 kohlrabi in here. We got some collard greens right here. That's a cabbage in the back by itself. That's a cabbage that I had a start left, and we pulled the tat soil out of there. So I was like, that's some good soil, it's full of fertilizer. You're going in there. And there we have the dill. And I keep skipping the fennel, y'all. Y'all see the fennel over there? Say hi. Okay. So my peas are about to flower, and that's exciting. We still got some peppers left from the summer. There's some more collards, some Japanese mustards. Are y'all counting? Yeah. Number 7. So this is, let me turn it for you. Lettuce, Swiss chard, lettuce. This one looks absolutely incredible. Look, the Swiss chard is just so striking. The orange one, the red one, and I think I got a yellow one in here. That's some lacinato kale. The yellow Swiss chard. I mean, everything in here looks, sorry, I'm trying. More snapdragons. This one's kind of peach. And then there's a white one, and then a yellow one. And this one's about to flower. So are the other ones. And we got another Japanese mustard, some more rutabaga, some more collards, a cabbage right there, some kale. There's some Swiss chard in there. There's a cabbage right there. It's big. It's a Sapporo giant. And we still have okra producing and tamarillos. So, more okra over here. These are my historic artist blend pansies. I started using seed. Can we take a moment to admire this? Gee, Monelli. It's like they got faces, like they're looking at me. What do you want to say to me, pansies? Do you want? Look at that. This thing is about to talk. This must be the granddaddy. I mean, absolutely beautiful. So over here we got some broccoli, some tatsoi. I'm sorry, this is, yeah, that's bok choy. Broccolis, these red ones, this is cabbage, the Red Express, and back here is Copenhagen market cabbage. So these won't get all that big as a Sapporo giant, so I figure I could put them right here and I'd get cabbage, even if it didn't get as big as it possibly could. This is another cabbage that's actually growing to its potential, so I'll let that go. Flowers. These are the flowers we pulled out the green stalk, so some of them I just put everywhere. And if you see that, you see that little thing sprouting right there? That's the elephant garlic. So I kind of just tuck them anywhere because they take a long time because it's garlic. Well, elephant garlic is in the allium family, but it's closer to a leek than it is to actual garlic. It just looks like garlic. It's a leek cleverly disguised as a gigantic garlic bulb. So anyway, what we got here? We got Australian brown onions. I'm having a hard time with these Texas grano onions, which is the ones for our area. But if you see in the beds, there's onions all over the place. I just tucked them in. So this is some regular garlic I got from the grocery store. And you see my peas growing up in trellis, right? Those are the flat of Italy onions. Looking amazing if I do say so. I mean, they thick. Yeah, girl. So, and then here's the other end of this bed. So this bed is, hold on. You see, this has got 2 cattle panels side by side. So the bed is 10 feet long, and we've got 8 feet of cattle panels. So I put flowers at the end, except for here. It's some sage I started from seed right there, and some celery over there, and some lacinato kale, and the Japanese mustards. So that's what's happening. And let's look at this cabbage right here, y'all. I just need y'all to see this. Sorry, y'all. The chickens must want to talk about something they've eaten. I don't know what's the problem. These are my fall potatoes. Something ate them up, and then they're growing back. So that's exciting. This is 1 head of cabbage. That's 1 head of cabbage. That's a Japanese mustard. They are so big. I just harvested some of those, week before last. These are the Calabrese sprouting broccoli, and in there some chives. This green stalk again is spinach, shallots, some chives on the side, and listen, I will tuck stuff anywhere. Don't get that twisted, okay? Because I literally had this oregano. I didn't know what to do with it, so guess where it ended up? Right there. So we're at the end, y'all. There is cauliflower at the end. Those are rutabagas, and those are collards. And those are all 10-gallon bags. The onions in them are 7-gallon bags, and then all over the place with everything else. Some of them are 5-gallon bags, some of them are 3-gallon bags. But we don't have less than 3. And finally, well, actually, there's the grapevine, the muscadine grapevine that we allowing to climb across the fence. And here are, I'm gonna step back. Here are our last 2 beds, because we are done building stuff. Listen, don't tell James, okay? Don't tell Mr. Big Daddy. We done building stuff, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna find something else to do. Okay, this is our secret, and if you run your mouth, I'm gonna find out. So, all right. So these are the last 2 beds. These beds are 8 feet by 4 feet by 12 inches deep. This is where we'll put the corn. So this is some heavily amended soil. Today I put they didn't have any more of the cedar mulch that I use everywhere else. They had the pine bark mulch, but right now there's nothing in there. We're just protecting our soil. So I put mulch on that today. It's the pine bark mulch. Lord, I can't talk. Oh, we forgot to see them, y'all. She's been here since last year. This bed, same dimensions, 8 by 4 by 12. And what I did in this bed, I came out here the other day and I sprinkled some spinach seeds, noble spinach right here. In the middle, I sprinkled some Swiss chard seeds, and in the back, some Bloomsdale spinach. So it rained, so this bed is actually very moist. And I'm waiting to put mulch up here. I'm waiting to see some stuff germinate. So I'm just leaving this bare for right now, so I can get some sun, get a little warmth, and germinate. And then I'm going to cover it up, because I'll cover it up then. For one, I don't want this spinach to get too warm, because spinach actually needs cool weather. So I'll mulch that out, and then I will allow that stuff to grow on. The spinach and the Swiss chard. And I think that'll look really pretty over there. That's a really large bed, so the amount of stuff I put in there should really turn out to be rather, oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm trying to put my glasses back on. Hold on. Hold on, I'm still here. Oh, there you go. I can see you now. Okay, so like I said, that should be a really bountiful harvest in that size bed with all the spinach I put in there and the Swiss chard. So I'm hoping that it germinates soon and we get quite a bit from it. That's going to be exciting as far as I'm concerned. So that's the garden tour, y'all. That's the front yard, the backyard, the side yard, the chickens, the greenhouse. This is what we've been doing. Working, going to work every day and coming home and doing this and going to class because I'm studying to be a master gardener. So how exciting is that? No need to do all this if I'm not going to be the absolute best at it. So I have missed y'all. I'm so glad to see you. And I'll be back in a few days for an update. I'm sorry it took so long. I work, today's my actual day off, and I still went to work, but I got off at 2. So I still was able to catch some sunlight. But what's been going on is we get up at 3, we leave at 4 a.m. and get back home at 7:15 p.m. And it's definitely too dark to film anything at that point. So, and I haven't had any days off in a while. So that's why you all haven't seen me, or that's why I haven't made a video or come to talk to you all. But I'm still here. We're still working in the garden. So, you know, we get home at night and we in here out in the garden doing work in the dark basically. We literally, Mr. Big Daddy built these 2 beds right here at 7 p.m. when I got home one night. It was dark. And we got these beds built. 2 of us came out here and got them built in record time, especially for as amazing as they look. Y'all don't think Mr. Big Daddy ain't got all the skills in the world. That's why he's the Big Daddy. Because his craftsmanship in the dark is just phenomenal. So anyway, I miss y'all. I'm glad to see you. I'm right here. I didn't go anywhere. And we'll be back soon to see what else is going on in the garden. Lost and Funny Farm welcomes you. We miss you, and we will see you again soon. Be good and have a good night.